Assalamualaikum. My name is Mohammad Zain from International Islamic University, Islamabad, from BS Mathematics third semester. Along with me, my honorable guest, Professor Dr. and I have to conduct my survey. And my topic of the survey is mistakes and blunders of Pakistani history. My first question is: what are the perception about blunders in Pakistani history?
Well, Pakistani society that is composed of various ethnicities and various cultures. I think the first thing that we have not learned from the history, and it is a common perception persisted in Pakistani populace, that is, we could not create a harmonious society. I think we should have unity and diversity. So that is a blessing of God that we have so many cultures, languages and ethnicities. But the thing and the perception is there that we could not create harmonious society. Second thing, that Pakistan or we people, we could not create very strong political institutions. So we did not learn from the history that how institutions in Pakistan, they collided and they clashed with one another. The third thing, there is a common perception that we Pakistani people could not create a strong political culture, that what should be there and how we can promote a very good political culture. And the fourth thing, that there is a perception that we could not bring democracy in our country, not only in the country but also within the political parties. So that is a common perception that even most of our political parties, they are not even democratic. There is no intra-party democracy within it. And fifth common perception is there, what is peaceful and what we can create our society is peaceful. What are the means for peaceful society? So those are lacking. So these are the perceptions. I think what we have as a Pakistani nation, that we have done such blunders in the history of Pakistan.
Okay. So my next question is: how judiciary will also affect our according to historical?
Judiciary, it is one of the important pillars of a state, and there are three pillars, or we can say organs of the government. One, that is the parliament, I mean the legislature. Another, that is the judiciary. And the third, and that is the government, I mean the bureaucracy, right? So judiciary is also very much important. Judiciary has its role in the sense, I mean in the history, that judiciary it often gives a legal cover to such blunders. And we have so many cases that the blunders, those are covered by the judiciary in some cases. So it has its role in the legislation. I mean anything which is passed from the Pakistani parliament, that we can call it as a law, and it also becomes the part of the constitution. And any kind of interpretation of the constitution or any legal code or any law existed in Pakistan, that is interpreted by the Pakistani judiciary. So in this way, I think there is much role of judiciary in the history of Pakistan.
Okay, sir. Sir, my last question is: what are the most horrible things happening right now according to history?
Again, I would mold the first question to relate it with the current situation. The democratization very much important to be held in Pakistan. Unfortunately, we don't have the spirit of democracy or the real essence of democracy, which is very much essential and necessary for the growth of Pakistani society. Second thing, that is the economic stability. So there is always a fluctuation in Pakistan's economy. Our economy is not very much export oriented. There is a dire need for the international foreign investment in Pakistan. There is a dire need for the energy production in Pakistan. So there is a strong linkage between the political stability and the economic growth, which is lacking in Pakistan. It is important that our leaders, our politicians, our economists, are all of our policymakers, they just focus on not only on the political stability but also on the economic growth. So then we can, in a true sense, from our history, and we can have a bright future for our next generations in Pakistan.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is 𝒂𝒌𝒊𝒔𝒕𝒂𝒌𝒆𝒄. I am from International Islamic University, BS Mathematics, third semester. Today is with me my honorable guest, Assistant Professor Hafidh Rizwan Saab, and we have to conduct our survey. And my topic of the survey is mistakes and blunders of Pakistani history. So start our question answer. My first question is, what are the basic perception of our Pakistani history?
If you want to ask a question about the reception on Pakistani history or historical blunders, so in my point of view, the biggest blunder that Pakistan have made, that every time Pakistan joins a war of America, like a Russian war, like a Afghan war, any other nation's war, that is actually our biggest blunder of Pakistan, because it's not its own war, but actually he playing a role in others countries' affairs. So that is the biggest blunders.
Okay, sir. So the next question is, tell me the two or three basic blunders of Pakistani history.
Basic blunder is Pakistani history is that the establishment involvement in a political affair and political people depending upon the establishments, that is the actually a biggest blunder in Pakistan progress.
Okay, sir. These are the some blunders, and now question raised that what we can learn from our historical mistakes.
I'm very sorry to say that because we are repeating the same things. Like in past 1992, Benazir and Nawaz Sharif. After that, they are just leg pulling each other, and after that, the step is behind that. Again, the Musharraf is came and he just start a role of establishment, showing the role of establishment, put up martial law in all over the country. And after that, Imran Khan imposed that Nawaz Sharif is not good, and Nawaz Sharif imposed that Imran Khan is not good. After that, 1947, the thing is just like a same. So I don't think so Pakistan learned anything from his blunders.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your time.